Hey everybody in Saberland, Vader's Vault here showcasing another set of custom sabers. For all you FX members, with the forum down, we are doing our best at the Vault to keep the saber goodness posted up for your enjoyment. We have assurances from the little green guy that the forums will be back up in quick manner. But until then, we got some sabers to show you. Of course, as you probably recognize from our previous work, these are our version of the Imperial Knight Saber, based on the Legacy series comics from the Dark Horse Company. We have been commissioned by Jedi Knight Logan of the FX-Sabers forums to produce a pair of Imperial Knights for him. These sabers have a strong attraction to practitioners of the sword arts, and I think it has a lot to do with the very streamlined, combat-worthy design of the Imperial Knights. We've done several for practitioners and have had interest from lots of practitioners on this saber, so it must resonate really well with that particular crowd. Jedi Knight Logan had one particular change that he wanted made from our normal Imperial Knight model, and that is that he wanted the actual saber to be an inch longer rather than the 11.5 inch model that we normally produce. These are 12.5 inches, so it does give a little bit more heft and a little bit better balance for somebody who practices Iaido or any other Kenjutsu type of martial art. The Imperial Knights, there's a lot of debate on whether or not their sabers would be a machine finish or mirror polish. We've always done it mirror polish, just because we've always felt that Emperor Fel, not only would he want his Imperial Knights to be really good at cutting down their enemies, but that they also look good doing it. So we have decided that we want to go mirror polish with most of ours. Not that we wouldn't do a machine finish, but they look really good in the mirror polish with the flat black inner grip sleeve. Of course, that does lead us to the sabers themselves. Do have our Vader's Vault unique inner grip sleeve that also serves as a chassis for the electronics. The two models that you see in front of you, we have one powered by an FX soundboard here, and this one is a stunt, meaning that there is no soundboard in it. It is strictly a light-only saber. You can tell the big difference between them by one of them does not have any venting holes in the pommel for sound. Not that it would really need it anyway, as the inner grip sleeve also allows for quite a bit of sound from the back of the speaker on the sound model to come through the actual grip. So not only do you hear it louder, but you can also feel it in your gripping hand when you hold this saber. Makes for a much cooler experience, in my opinion. Not only to be able to hear the saber, but to also be able to feel the sound. And it is quite a bit louder that way. And of course, driving them, we have the Seoul P4 U-bin white, igniting the sabers, making them a very nice bright white. Of course, they go by silver in the comics. They call it a silver-bladed saber. But the U-bin white is actually a cool white, so it actually does give a kind of a silvery hue to the light. Got the guarded latching switch up here at the top, providing the switch and giving it a nice, secure, bump-free operation. You got the D-ring in the pommel, just like shown in the comics. Be attached to your belt. Other than that, there is no other protrusions on this saber. You have the screw here that holds in the grip sleeve, and then the threaded-in recharge port. And that's it. Nothing else to get in the way of your hand. It is a very sturdy, very easy to wield, very comfortable saber, and is very well balanced. So let's get these puppies turned on, and we'll show you what we're talking about. We got the stunt. Wow, listen to that. It's awesome. And then we've got a model with sound. FX Sith board, providing a nice deep, dark hum. I think that soundboard fits this saber well, considering where they originate from. Very bright on the white. Of course, hardly anything beats it in the power range for the brightness. The Seoul P4 is king in that voltage range. It's a very pleasant blade. Lights up the entire room. And the stunt as well. Stunt is running a 1 amp buck puck. And also, since we had no soundboard in there, we went with a 4 AA nickel metal hydride battery pack for extra long runtime, as opposed to the 4 AAA that we put in the sound model. While the inner chassis does make it quite easy to install the electronics, it doesn't leave a whole lot of room in there, so a lot of cram food that goes into making it. Hopefully Jedi Knight Logan likes his Imperial Knights. I hope to see them with his upcoming costume that he's in the works with, and hope they provide many hours of entertainment and hard practicing in the dojo. Thanks again from the vault. See you guys around.